I remember back in my no-life hardcore gaming days, I never really enjoyed actually playing video games. However, I had this one fear that led me to continue this addiction for years more than I should have. And that fear was fear of missing out. It was fear of losing my relationship that I had built up over the years around video games. And my goal with this video is to destroy the stupid ass belief inside of you that somehow without 12 hours of video games every single day, you'll somehow not be social anymore. My social life not only didn't disappear after I stopped playing 12 hours of video games every single day, it got so much better. And so I really feel like I need to share this with you because as one gamer to another, we both had this fear before of not fitting in because we stopped playing video games. And so my goal with this video is to not only break this belief within you that you can't be social without video games, but also give you a step-by-step roadmap as to just how to start attracting better people towards you and how to be social without consuming for 12 hours a day. Because here's the harsh truth that I want to share to you as one gamer to another again. In general, your video game friends are not going to be that high quality. Take two of your closest video game friends for now and just put them on like a grading scale. Would you really rate them that high as a person? One of them probably plays for the entire day, is chubby, and hates the idea of improving himself. One of them probably shit talks his parents for the entire group chat. He also probably doesn't have the best posture or hygiene. Like in general, the people that you meet online, sure they might have like a high level in the game, but in real life they're probably total fucking losers, right? And so if you were to rank them on like a scale of 1 to 10, they'd probably be what, like a 4 out of 10? If you got a 50% on a quiz, a 5 out of 10, you wouldn't be happy, right? Like, that's a shit mark. So then explain to me why exactly you're settling for these losers as your friends. Because again, the people that you're around will influence you to be more like them. There's a popular quote nowadays of like, you are the average of the 5 people that you hang out with the most. So if you're hanging around with 5 out of 10s, total losers, you will drop down to their level just because of how they influence you. So why are you settling for these people in the first place? The reason why you're settling for such losers as friends is mostly just because you attract people who are similar to you. So if you attracted a bunch of losers, you're also probably a loser. And this is something that I had to struggle with for so long. For so long, I desired a better friend group. I desired people who actually connected to me more. But here's the thing that's so crazy. When I actually started improving myself, when I started doing these good habits, like improving my fitness, improving my mental health so that I didn't need to overstimulate myself for the entire day like I was for like years, suddenly guess what? They didn't resonate with me that much anymore. They didn't actually seem to like me when I was actually doing the good habits, because in doing so, I was actually insulting them. We didn't resonate anymore because now suddenly, objectively, I was here. I was above them because I was slowly starting to improve my life. But they didn't want to do that. And so there was a disparity here. They're here, I'm here. We no longer resonate with each other. Like sure, at school we might joke around a little bit more because we were still close friends. But in the end, I found that when you start improving yourself, when you commit to a journey of self-mastery, of becoming somebody better than you were yesterday, all of a sudden, these people didn't actually like me anymore. And then guess what? New people came into my life who were better than them. Your social life will not get any worse when you step away from video games. Because you know already, video games are inherently a substance, they're a drug. They're a bad thing for you. There's a reason why you started out with just 1 hour and then went to 8 hours. Because you're growing dependent on the drug. When you have a friendship, when it's based around, a loser activity of video game, well, you're not going to be able to improve yourself because you're sort of stuck with this person. They're influencing you to be more like them. But your video game friends are like 5 out of 10s. You don't want to be influenced by that, right? You want to be influenced by 9 out of 10s. You want to get really good people in your life so that you get better results in life as well. And I can tell you, quitting video games made that possible. When you quit video games, suddenly you're no longer the fat loser in the friend group who has to do the shirt pull out like every single few moments so that he hides the man boobs on him. Like all of a sudden, when you start improving yourself, you improve the people around you because all of a sudden better people get attracted to you. And honestly, the social life that comes with video games is just completely mid when you compare it to life. Because if you just think about it, for the entirety of the summer, I can bet you have some of these video game friends who haven't done one single productive thing. They have literally spent the entire summer wasting every single second of the day, just like you might have had. But then how do you expect yourself to improve yourself when you're surrounded by these people who don't even want to improve themselves? Oh no, Atharv, I level up my teamwork when I'm playing video games for 8 hours a day. Oh, I'm laughing with them, so of course it's a good thing, right? That is complete bullcrap. If you want to actually level up teamwork, go to a sports club and level up your teamwork there. In real life, you get no actual value from playing video games for 8 hours a day. There's literally pixels on a screen, bro. Like, you are a slave to pixels on a screen for 8 hours a day. For what? What have you had to show for it this whole time? When you actually take a step back and you reflect on how pointless it is to indulge in this activity activity for hours every single day, suddenly it just clicks, right? This activity of video games is a poison for you. There truly is so much more to life that you can experience, so many better things when you start actually grinding towards goals that mean things to you. Because again, these video games are engineered so that you get the illusion of progress, but it works the same way in real life. And so it's your choice, bro. You can either stay attached to this poison and these mediocre friends that you have, or you can commit to this new journey of self-mastery. And if you chose the second option, well, it's a good thing you're here, because my channel is entirely about you just cutting out these addictions and ultimately living the best life that you can, as I have been able to do for the past few years. Quitting video games is probably the best decision of my life, and this is coming from a no-life gamer here. When I stopped being a slave to these pixels, when I stopped being a slave to these pixels on a screen, when I started actually putting in the grind in real life as compared to in video games, I finally found a joy for life again. I don't need video games to distract me anymore. So then how do we get to the point of actually attracting better people to your life? I hopefully have been able to break this belief within you that you need video games to be social. So now I'm just going to try to give you a quick roadmap as to how you can actually go about finding better people, to attracting better people into your life. And honestly, the biggest thing for me that I found when it came to attracting better people is actually pursuing this one thing: fitness. Because as a teen, so much depends on fitness, right? Like your self-esteem, your ability to focus, because now you don't have brain fog from eating all the crap candy that you've been shoveling down your throat. When you're a fit person, people will treat you better, right? Fat people judge other fat people, right? Like if you see the extremely chubby, fat sloth that's in the corner of the classroom, you sort of have this negative belief towards them, right? Like it's not a very bad thing to admit, because when you're fat, it reflects who you are within you. It reflects that you most likely have been neglecting your fitness. It shows that you're probably someone who's pretty soft. It shows that you're probably a slave to your emotions, and that's why you've been eating all the junk food. This all comes from you just being fat. And so when you actually start leveling up your physique, especially as a gamer, because you've been sitting down for 10 hours every single day, once you just start doing the bare minimum when it comes to your fitness, suddenly, all of a sudden, your life just gets better in every single day. You have more discipline. You're able to do harder work, instead of just leveling up on a screen where nobody actually gives a damn after 5 seconds. If you want to attract better people as a teen, pursuing fitness is probably the biggest thing that will help you. And so how do we do this? So if you're a skinny fat kid, I'll show you right now, I've still got some blubber on my sides here. I'm not a completely fit guy, but I have been able to lose 20 pounds in the last few years. And the best way to get into fitness is to just start small right now. Because here's the thing, you would have never committed to a 2-hour workout every single day for more than a few days, right? Because you're just not at that level yet. So right now, what we need to do is we need to start casting votes for this new identity of being this fit person. It's like sort of an election. How do you vote for this new identity? Well, you do the actions that lead to you getting there. So if you want to have the identity of, being a fit person, well, you need to have done at least 30 or 40 workouts before you can actually have this identity within you. And so we need to start small. You don't even need to do a 25-minute workout. You just need to do 2 minutes of planking every single day. You need to start doing the small things every single day that reflect this new identity that you want. Maybe literally just walking outside with your parents, cutting out a little bit of the junk food, resisting it when it's in front of you. I go a lot more into depth about this on some other videos on my channel. So just have a look around and you'll find something that'll help you out a lot. But again, fitness is key at this age, especially as a gamer. If you improve your fitness right now, you have pretty much got this shortcut to suddenly transcending your social life so that you have such better people around you. So the TLDR of this video is basically, you can be social without video games. You're just coping because you're attached to these losers. So instead, start working on yourself so that you can attract better people. You're no longer attached to this addiction and you're suddenly a new person. Okay, yeah. That's all I have for today. Go down and click subscribe button. My name is Atharv and I help teens who are struggling with addiction get rid of these addictions and achieve a higher level of self-mastery, just as I have done for the past few years. So again, if you found this video valuable, subscribe. Alright, whatever. My name's Atharv. See you soon.